Skål gutta!
Skål! Skål!
Hello and welcome back for another edition of Tipsy Wednesday, presented from the Penthouse Bar. I'm your host Thomas, and with me as usual, Junior.
Hello.
And Björn.
Greetings.
And thank you
Almost
for listening
threw me off
to
there.
us this week, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
What?
I heard you were short on stuff to talk about, so I figured we'd just do it quickly.
Nah, well, short on topics, but that doesn't mean we'll have nothing to talk about. How's your week been? Weekend?
Thomas.
My weekend, well, I had a work weekend, I played disc golf, I rearranged my kids' rooms, packed away the last of the toys that were left, stuff like that. Adult stuff, basically.
Adult toys.
Adult toys.
Not
You said
adult
you
toys,
packed away the toys, adult stuff.
I did adult stuff this weekend.
Okay.
Well, I did childish thing this weekend and didn't do shit.
Oh, that's
Is that
good.
childish or just chilling?
Chilling. Did you know with a VPN you could set your location to Britain and watch the BBC? Do you know what the BBC has?
A lot
Good
of
old Top
stuff?
Gear.
Top Gear, yeah. But I
guess
don't
they
have
do.
I don't have a VPN.
Don't you?
No. So I just went on the bay and got good old Top Gear.
I have all the season with Clarkson.
Nice.
Okay. So how's are you re-watching all of Top Gear or just leaving it on in the background? What's your
No,
is
no,
it
no.
just the chill and relax show to watch?
Chill and relax, and then you download all the specials.
Ah, yes.
The Top Gear,
yes.
yeah, because they are really funny.
How many specials did they have? Did they have one or two or several per season? I can't recall.
Several, because
There are
I
more
don't,
specials than there are seasons. Yeah.
All right.
I think they
Yeah.
did 15 seasons together. And there's 20-something specials, I think.
yeah, because I found a pack which allowed me to download 18 or something specials. Oh, of course they are like part 1 and part 2, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's been jolly old fun.
Yeah, you can't really watch Top Gear the seasons, the first ones, because the cars are so outdated by today's standard.
Yeah, well, unless you find the people themselves entertaining, which
You still can't
well,
watch
they
season
are.
1 because May didn't join for season 2.
yeah,
Are you
that's right.
So
sure?
season
Yeah,
1
yes.
it's Clarkson, it's Hammond, and some other dude.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the other way around.
No. May did
Okay.
join later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
Well-
you know, Top Gear is those three. That's the three we know as Top Gear, and that's the.
To be
staple,
fair,
I
there were
guess.
Top Gear before those guys, even, because they had Top Gear in the 80s as well.
Oh,
Clarkson is also in those, or at least the latest one of those.
okay.
A young Clarkson.
But the main entertaining factor is that trio.
Yeah.
It's like even watching the Amazon, the Grand Tour, the specials. There's a special episode where they're not even in cars. They're just doing boats. And it's like they're not boat guys, but it's still entertaining because of that trio. Because it's not necessarily the cars; it's the chemistry of those three people.
Hold on.
Okay, what are you going to arrest me on now? Aren't
Not
the
already.
three of them entertaining?
Yes, but
Yes.
project value. Production value
Yes.
The early season is really bad.
Okay.
And 720p.
You mean the first season of the Grand Tour?
No, of
No, Top Gear.
old
Okay.
Top Gear.
I was like, what?
That
No,
must be
no,
an
no.
enhanced edition, because the one I have is 480p, the earliest seasons.
Yeah, really enhanced. No, it's 720p and it's really some of the Top Gear specials are really good. Where they are doing the lorries. Do you remember? Have you?
Yes,
have you
they have a
seen
lot of caravan episodes. They have lorries episodes.
No,
they have-
but where they're driving in Vietnam, I think. Is it Nam? No.
no.
Where they drive really big truck, like a lorry.
To be fair, there are
Across-
some of those or specials I haven't seen.
I think it's Botswana or something. Something really not there.
Not there.
No, but
Well,
not famous place or anything.
Okay. Yeah, I can't recall, but probably. I know I've seen a few clips on YouTube where they drive big trucks, and they make fun of May for not knowing what truck he has, or something. It's like really, really old stuff by today's standards. But my point is, I think those guys are entertaining as a trio, no matter
They
what
are.
they do. It's just those three guys. They can do a talk show even. They can, you know. It's
And
just
you haven't seen Clarkson Farm yet.
no. I haven't seen Clarkson's Farm. so
You are
that's still
missing out, dude.
I haven't seen the entirety of the Grand Tour yet, even. So yeah, I know. I've still got goodies to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair, not every Grand Tour episode is good.
Well, I heard the first season was kind of meh compared to the later seasons, because they didn't quite know how they wanted to set up their episodes and such. So that
Well,
first
let's say
was
season
kind of
1 they tried something new to distance themselves from Top Gear, and by season 3 they are Top Gear. So
okay. Yep.
Yeah, but the Grand Tour is like now is just specials, isn't it?
yeah. Now it's just
Yeah.
specials.
Yeah, and that's the best thing about Top Gear, I have to say, the specials.
Yeah,
So
I kind of agree. Yeah. Has to be.
fuck all the celebrities, fuck the news, fuck everything. I just want to.
To
I
be fair,
just want
they have regular episodes where they also do challenges and stuff, or they do that a lot in the later seasons, in between the news segments and whatnot. You kind of have a mini special that you keep coming back to throughout the episode.
Okay.
Yeah, and those are real good if you can make a compilation.
Yeah, those are the best parts of those episodes. But if you're into cars, I suppose the regular episodes are fine, as they do review cars and stuff as well.
Well, I guess if you're into just new cars, there are several YouTube outlets, YouTube channels at this point that just review new cars, which do the actual car reviewing. Do I dare say better, or it's the platform of YouTube is just more accessible. It's easier to just, oh, that's a new car. It's being launched this month. Go to YouTube and just type it in, and probably someone already reviewed it or had first impressions of it or something, you know? So in that aspect, it's like you're not really watching the Grand Tour to get the latest info about the latest cars on the market. Maybe the most obscure hypercars.
The real funny thing about the Grand Tour, like, because you know it's scripted, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, of course.
But you don't know how much it's scripted, right?
No.
Yeah, I suppose
Not
most
quite.
of it is.
Unless you see someone crashing a wall. Which does happen quite fairly often, right?
Yeah, but where they leave off with an ambulance, one of them being hurt. I can't imagine that being scripted. It's like, yeah, you're supposed to do this, and it's risky, but you're not supposed to crash. But sometimes they do crash. So
It's called Shit Happens.
a
Shit.
lot of shit
Yeah.
has happened throughout the years, especially with Hammond. That one's
Yeah, but yeah, it makes me wonder. Because you see compilation of Hammond and James May ruining cars, right?
Mm.
But not Clarkson. Can he actually drive like like fast cars? Can he be a racing driver?
Well, I imagine all the three of them have more experience than the average person on the street in driving both the normal family sedan and sports cars and hypercars, because they actually drive sports cars and hypercars, which the common man on the street hasn't. So, yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure they know how to drive cars better than both you and me.
Yeah, you say that,
Yeah, I say
and
that.
then Hammond goes and almost kills himself.
Yeah, maybe that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
have happened with the common
Yeah,
man
but-
on the street as well.
Yeah, but we haven't seen Clarkson does it yet. Doing
Well, obviously there's different people, different skill sets. Maybe he's just a better driver. Maybe. But that doesn't mean Hammond or May is a bad driver.
I'm just saying, bros.
Maybe it has crashed and they just cut it out and just reshot it later on. So it seemed he didn't crash.
I figured
Yeah,
it would be
okay,
so
but-
good TV
Mm.
that you would keep it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I do think he can drive, though. He do test a lot of cars around the track and whatnot in really high speeds.
Yeah, I imagine they're all pretty decent drivers. I can only imagine. It's what they've done for the past. How many years has it been now? Top
Many.
Gear.
For the past very many years.
very
Many,
many,
many-
Very many years, yes.
That's our answer. Should we try to talk about something else than Top Gear and series? Amazon, the Grand Tour series, but a movie, maybe? Yes. I've been to the movies, and so have you, Junior. Recently, the cinema. We watched a new release. It's an action World War II movie, which I didn't know anything about. It's called SISU. You were very... Well, okay. Here's the setting. I'm just doing my business at work, in the workshop, and then Mr. Junior arrives at my workplace. He doesn't work there, but he has worked there. So he goes like, "Hey, you, we're going to the cinemas. We're watching SISU." I was like, "Okay, I guess." So off we went the next weekend when it aired on the cinemas. And I didn't know anything about it other than it was a World War II action movie. I didn't know if it was based on real events or if it was, I didn't know anything about it. I just assumed it was something about Finland because SISU is the name of a Finnish, what's it called? A type of tank, so yeah, I just assumed it had something to do with Finland and the Second World War, and well, yeah, I was correct. It's the end of the war, so it's still too early to spoil the movie, but I just want to talk. It's a World War II movie where they meet this elite Finnish soldier, and he just wants to be left alone. But the Nazis, they won't leave him alone because he has gold. So this elite Finnish soldier goes back to the battlefield and hunts all those Nazis. And it's not it's not based on real events, I can't imagine. And it's not very realistic at all, and that's my point here. It's very over the top. It's very over the top. It's like, it's not Superman superhero levels unrealistic, but it's just a lot of the times in this, a lot of the scenes in this movie is like, yeah, he's supposed to be this badass elite Finnish legend of a soldier, one-man army, but a lot of times he would have been dead. Like, if we were to put a realistic perspective on this. But, you know, it wasn't a documentary. It was just a silly action movie. It didn't take itself seriously. It was like, yeah, we're gonna make silly, absurd action. And just to set one scene, he has gold. He mined for gold. And in one scene, he takes a pickaxe and he drives towards a plane that is supposed to take off. And he latches onto the aircraft while it's taking off with his pickaxe. And while the airplane is like in midair, he uses his pickaxe to hack his way into the plane to kill the Nazi officer there. And then the plane crashes, but he survives the crash because it lands in a bog. So it's like, it's not very realistic at all, but it's like, it's silly, good fun. And that's my point of this.
Is it an American movie? English, Norwegian?
No,
Finnish?
it's a Finn. I believe it had some Finnish movie company.
Yeah, but believe
tags
me,
on
they are making it in England, right?
I've no
What's
idea.
the spoken language?
English?
English, and the Finns, they speak some Finnish, but there isn't a lot of speech in the movie. There aren't a lot of dialogue at all. The first time you hear the main character, this elite Finnish soldier, speak is in the very end of the movie, the end scene, because he's just that type of guy. It's like, yeah, so I'm just thinking back, like, I was able to enjoy this movie for what it was. It was a silly, over-the-top action movie. It's set in World War II. But if I had watched it like in my early 20s, I probably would have been too annoyed by like, this isn't too realistic. That would never happen. I can't like this movie. Yeah, I would have been too... I wouldn't have been flexible enough to be like, this is silly fun. Let's just enjoy the show. So how do you guys think about something like this? Do you think anything could be too much over the top for you, or are you just like, it's a fantasy movie. Let's enjoy the ride. What's your 2 cents on that?
I don't know. Maybe it depends on the movie. I do think I like over the top movies.
You do think you like?
Yeah, it depends on what you classify as over the top. Is Rambo over the top? Die Hard over the top? Is John Wick over the top? What's over the top?
If a movie
over the top.
Yeah, but it really depends on the setting. If the setting is trying to be super realistic, right? Gritty, and then suddenly nothing makes sense, right?
Well, it's like referring to this movie SISU again. At the start of the movie, you don't know where this movie is going. You don't know if it's going to be this realistic take on this elite soldiers' one-man army mission to kill Nazis, or if it's what it turned out to be, an over-the-top silly action movie. But entertaining in my mind, nonetheless. But it's not something I would think back 10 years later and it's like, that was a memorable movie. It's like, nah, it was just good old fun. It's like, but it's not very memorable, unfortunately.
Would you watch it again?
Nah, I don't think so. Nah.
No, neither me.
Nah,
But
it's like, I experienced that. It was a show. It was entertaining for what it was, but it's the rewatch value. It's like, nah. I would, but then again, going back to the John Wick movie, I know we talked a lot about especially the last one, but I would watch those movies again because and they're not realistic either. But it's something about the type of action that the John Wick movies, the not the setting, but how they're made. It's like not completely over the top, but it's so well choreographed, and you can appreciate all the effort they took into learning the proper, like, combat, like close quarter combat actions, the fighting, the shooting. It's all like proper military stuff. It's like what a professional would do, which lends to the realism aspect. But, John Wick isn't really. They wear like bulletproof suits, for God's sake, but,
But at least they wear them.
But at least they wear them, and it's like in the John Wick universe, these suits are like bulletproof. But other than that, it's like they have. It's not like
you're saying the Sylvester bulletproof, the suits.
The like the tuxedo suits, yeah.
But you get some really funny shots with Mr. Wick running with his coat up and like defending his head.
He's like lifting up the coat like a shield.
That looks really silly, but I know why, right?
Yeah, it looks really
like,
silly.
Ooh, I'm a wizard. Ooh.
It looks really silly, but it's like, you kind of have to be a bit flexible in that regard.
Yeah, but I just imagining a really good dub or something where he's like woo 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 or something.
Okay.
Try and find the Japanese dub of John Wick.
John Wick.
That might be fun. Like the boys.
Yeah,
The dub
you
with
linked
Japanese.
me. You linked me a certain scene of the Amazon show The Boys in the Japanese dub, and it's like super silly. It's like so obscene. Homelander especially. It's like, but The Boys also just. I think I could watch The Boys again.
You think? Of course you can.
Yeah, of course I can. It's like I rarely rewatch things unless they're really good or the final season just launched and it's been a long time since you watched the first one. Attack on Titan. But, I rarely rewatch things unless they're really good. So, in my opinion. So,
It's easier with movies than with shows, though, to rewatch. Because a
yeah,
movie, you might want to show it to someone or something, and it's just hour and a half, 2 hours.
yeah, it's
whereas a show is dedication in itself.
yeah, it's you dedicate a lot of time afterwards and a lot of yeah.
Yeah, speaking of movie that we should but I should have watched is like I should really watch all the Fast and Furious.
Yeah, the new one is in the cinemas any day now.
Soon.
In a week
Okay.
or two, I think.
Yeah, they
I
showed
hope it's
they aired the trailer for the last Fast movie at the cinemas, and I was like, I haven't watched since Tokyo Drift. It's like,
Yeah, but I believe it's jolly old fun.
They are fun.
Yeah.
They're not car movies anymore. They are over the top action movies.
and that's
Yeah.
exactly I think that's the reason why I fell off when those movies were new, when Tokyo Drift just launched and when the number 4, 5, and 6 aired. I didn't have the flexible mindset of like, this is just jolly old fun. Let's just watch it. I was too focused on like, this is getting too unrealistic.
You were a snob.
Yeah, is that the right word? I was too...
Yes.
Okay, I was a snob then. I wasn't able to like put away the silly things. I was probably too focused on like, this is too unrealistic. I won't watch it.
Come on, the fifth movie is basically starts a new era in the whole Fast and Furious franchise when they introduced The Rock or Dwayne Johnson and stuff like that.
Jason Statham?
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Statham?
Is later on.
Okay.
Yeah, but
And
holy
he
shit!
and Dwayne Johnson have the spin-off movie as well
Yeah.
called The Hobson Show.
Yeah, I need to download them and watch them, and not just watch Top Gear, right?
Yeah, watch all the car movies, the Fast series.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
believe it could be jolly
Yeah,
old
they
fun.
went from car racing and awesome cars and stuff to some action movies, and the later ones they mix in a batch of comedy as well with some of the characters. So
Yeah, when we watched the trailer in the cinema, I was just counting family.
yeah,
How many words? How many times he would say family? I counted like 5 times. I was hoping for a 6th.
also Jason Momoa is the bad guy, so that's awesome.
Yeah, that's also a thing.
He gets really bad roles at this time.
Yeah,
Doesn't
he was better before, I think.
Yeah, I feel like
Him as an actor or just his roles?
he roles. I don't know if he can act though.
What? You don't know if he can act?
Yeah, he acts really good in Stargate Atlantis.
Stargate Atlantis?
Yeah, he's the muscle head in that series.
Okay.
Oh, is he the musclehead? Oh, how could you?
Oh,
could
how
that be?
surprising. Ooh,
Yeah.
What a shocker.
He also plays quite decent in Bullet to the Head, I think it's called, where he plays against Sly.
Yeah,
Where he's an axe throwing bad guy who's throwing axes at Sylvester Stallone. Or something. I remember the end of the movie, there was a fight scene with axes and stuff.
Well, he has really lost it. Doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he can still act. I just think the roles he has taken on maybe haven't been the best.
Like Aquaman and... No, it
Aquaman
was
is
not
actually quite good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
You haven't seen
that
it?
one. No.
Oh, why the fuck are you bad mouthing him then for doing Aquaman if you haven't seen the fucking movie?
No, I just know the movie didn't do as well. So.
No, it probably didn't do as well, but DC movies in general didn't do as well as Marvel, for instance. But it's really good. Also, Willem Dafoe is in it with his big cock, not showing it off.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not usual to have a stunt cock because yours is too big. And you did a stunt cock because yeah.
Oh wait, they use a stunt cock in Orgasmo as well. Do you remember that
yes.
movie when they're doing it's a comedy, and in this movie they are making a porn movie, and the actor doesn't want to do the deed because he's a Mormon. They are basically made to do the role, and when the sex scene comes along, they just shout "stunt cock," and then some other guy come in to do the scene, and in one of those, it's a black man coming in, and the original actor is super white.
And they're like, nah, they won't notice the difference of stunt cock. Nah, it's all good. An important detail here: the same guys it's the early works of the South Park guys.
Yeah.
They made 2 movies, the Orgasmo and
Basketball, is that the name of it? It's like it's like
no
baseball and basketball in one, like combined
yeah, I can't
sport
recall.
thing.
Yeah. Which is also an entertaining movie. It's the
They
South
are-
Park
they are
guys.
fun.
They are fun, quite fun. But you can't take them seriously though. They're like it's the South Park guys. Come on.
Oh, well, the new South Park is really good commentary.
I've
I don't know.
heard it's
My kids
relevant
watch
to. Yeah, is South Park a kids show though?
No, no.
Probably not. But my daughter
No.
watches it, or some of it, and they had seen it at school. So
Okay.
What?
times are changing, Junior.
Hmm.
You got the episode where the anal probing, right?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
Hmm.
There's a lot of shit that kids are not supposed to watch.
South Park is one of them.
Yes.
It's, maybe, but it's they tackle and make fun of a lot of relevant stuff today, though.
Yeah.
And up throughout the times as well, when the episodes were relevant, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
you
think,
could
older
learn
episode-
something from it.
Older episodes are probably more fun if you lived at the time and remember the news pictures of the time, perhaps.
Isn't that
yeah.
with all relevant stuff? When they make fun of some recent happening, it's more fun if you're there to witness it, both the real thing and the South Park parody, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of South Park is really good, relevant.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Not just in the time, right? Because some episodes are priceless. Because we are the 90s kids. Like, they got the Guitar Hero episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because we
They
grew
have
up, and that's... Yeah, the Guitar Hero episode, that's
And
really
they have
good.
the World of Warcraft episode.
Yeah,
Yes. That strikes home with the gamers.
yeah, so... They got a lot of good shite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go watch South Park. It's great. Unless you're easily offended. Which
Go watch
kind
South
of brings us over to the next topic.
You've added a topic during the
Yes,
podcast.
I've added a topic during the podcast, and it's regarding the topic of taking offense or being offended. Because as you two know, I work in a...
You got offended!
I work in a pretty big workplace. It's a large industrial site with lots of people working around in different, in all trades, you know. But me, I'm one of the technicians, and we have a workshop. Do I dare say we have a manly workshop, and we have a calendar there with some poster girl on it. But us being inclusive, because we have a female technician as well, we have a calendar for her as well, with dudes in it, you know?
Mhm.
Which the men's calendar has girls in them, and the one girl's calendar has boys in them, you know? We're trying to be all inclusive. And, you know, it's something we don't take too seriously. It's the calendars are there, you know, and we don't think too much about it. But one day, HR decided to take a look around, and yes, health and relations, and they were like, we hear rumors that there are nude pictures in the workshop. And we need to deal with this because some people may be offended if they hear about this. But, they didn't even see the pictures themselves or the calendars. But it's not been decided yet, but things are turning out. We're probably gonna lose our calendars. Because some people may take offense if they see them or even hear about them.
But
That's
people
their
might hear
going.
that they were there. Won't they be offended by that?
Yeah, but it's like, it's not fitting for the workplace. It's some people may get offended. It's unsuitable for some eyes or even some ears in this case. And
do you have a locker?
Yes, and they're that's
the
the
inside
thing.
of the door.
That's the thing. Our calendars are locked on the inside of the doors on the lockers. They're not even on display as you enter the workshop. It's like you have to enter the workshop and go to the tools lockers and open the tool lockers. And on one side there's the girl poster, and on the other side there's the guy's poster or calendars. Catch my drift? They're not on display even. They're just there in the tool locker. But even despite that, it's just a rumor that there are nude pictures in the workshop. Warrants the order to take them down, or probably will.
They are just afraid that whenever you go and get your tools, you will take a little wank before you come back.
Yeah, that's what they're afraid of. Yeah.
Why is he taking so long getting the hammer?
Maybe he's doing some hammering. But it's like, I'm thinking, sure, maybe someone will find this offensive or even, but it's like, if you let them take this thing away from us, what's the next thing? If you give them a finger, they'll take the hand. And if you give them the hand, they'll take the arm from you.
I got your solution.
Once you open the door, where will this stop? Will it just, how do you say, escalate? Escalate into unforeseen things, Will we eventually live in a society where you can't say or do anything remotely suggesting offensive things?
Oh, we're
not
already
even
heading
offensive.
there.
Just we're already heading there. Exactly. So it's like, do we need to draw the line somewhere to not become a society where like they depicted in the movie V for Vendetta, where the government has super control of everything. You're not allowed to do anything. It's a great movie. Go watch it. It's a 2000s movie or something. It's just, I think we need to draw the line somewhere. We need people who says, no, we'll not let you guys take this. We need to make an opposition. We need to draw the line somewhere. We can't just okay, sure, take this away from us. Okay, sure, take that. Okay, sure, do this. Eventually, we'll be left with nothing.
Don't vote for the Democrats.
Don't vote for the Democrats. Yeah,
because Norway copies everything in the US does.
Society today is heading towards, or is storming towards, non-acceptance for anything. It's I was thinking with how the question of amount of genders today. Ooh. And I was just thinking, and I was just sorting out some stuff in the tools locker, and I was like, oh, I need this plug for this cable. And I read this plug. Yes, it's a 3-pin male plug. will
Did you
we
get
be
offended?
heading in I was like, will there be a future where this packet will say 3-pin non-binary plug?
Well, how do you know which plug you
how
need?
the fuck is this the right plug? What does this plug identify as today? Is this plug the right one that I need? Is it a pointy plug or is it a holy plug? Is it
Holy plug? Holy fuck.
Does the plug have a thing poking out or does the plug have a hole poking in? You know? Is that politically correct to say? Is it female or is it male? Ooh, there I said it.
Yeah, well, I think...
Did someone get offended by me calling a plug male? Is it a male plug or is it a female plug?
But
Did
that's
someone get
assumption.
offended?
Would a butt plug always be male?
Ah!
Or do we find ourselves in a situation where some butt plugs are female butt plugs?
Yeah,
How
but
does those work?
they go inwards.
Isn't that pretty much just a pocket pussy at that point?
Yeah, well, yeah.
um,
Asking the
We need
real
to draw-
question here.
Yeah,
We're-
we're asking deep questions now.
Bottom line is we need to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, and
Somewhere has to be like, this is enough. We need to show some opposition. We can't just accept everything.
yes,
Some
yes,
things
yes.
are-
Someday a 4-year-old will go into the store and buy a packet of cigarettes because it identifies as an adult person. Because you can't risk to offend them, right? So you have to sell them the pack of cigarettes. So-
My answer is get anime titties.
Anime titties.
Anime
What did-
tits. Anime tits.
Anime titties.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't hear what you said. Anime titties. Anime titties.
Anime titties.
Couldn't you just repeat what you said?
No, it was really funny to just leaving hanging.
Anime titties.
Anime boobs.
Okay, yeah.
Boobies?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
boobies.
even, don't you know what the issue with today with anime boobies are today? It's
No.
the age of the depicted, the drawn girls, women, boys. Even let's just say every character drawn
dude.
is offensive.
Get a lot of anime boys. Astolfos. The crossdresser.
the
she-bear.
crossdresser, the femboy is a.
Yeah.
I haven't watched.
Love-
I don't even know what show he's from, but I've seen the character.
He's a fate
Astor.
character.
Is a Fate character from the Fate Stay Night
Series.
universe. Fate series,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. I didn't see him in any of the Fate Stay Night or Fate Zero shows I watched. So I don't know, but I've seen the character in himself, and I know he's a really feminine guy. That's what I know.
Yeah, but are they going to hate on anime titties? Because I just watched Baki, and that show is just full of
Yeah, that's
testosterone leveled men. So
yeah, because it's a super hard focus on not even cartoon women, but like women depicted in TV shows, movies, and cartoons and animes that are super sexualized, but there is no focus on the male characters being super sexualized or overly masculine in any way. It's like, did you watch any superhero movies? How many abs does Spider-Man have? 12. They're like abs to his pecs. It's like fucking hell. So yeah, that's no focus, but it's like
and Thor in the recent Love and Thunder damn, he looks chiseled in the nude scene he does.
Yeah, in pretty much all of the new Marvel movies, they're all chiseled. Well, except for Thor in like what movie was it where it was a like beer drinking bum? Yeah,
Wasn't that Endgame? They had to
yeah,
go to
yeah.
Norway to get him.
He wore a fat suit. He
Oh.
wasn't an actual fat person depicting a fat person. Ooh. Yeah. Nobody complained. I don't think there was a huge uproar about Endgame with
Thor's fat suit.
Chris Hemsworth wearing a fat suit, but we recently discussed about what's this movie with Brendan Fraser?
The Whale.
The Whale, yeah. Why did that? Yeah, we talked about. We know why it got controversial, but
Because of Dove.
Because of Dove. Well, him wearing a fat suit wasn't controversial. Dove, the lotion company, was controversial. So leaving that aside, yeah, it's.
No, I don't know. I saw this on TikTok recently where there was this guy who was like, you know what? I really hate actors who act like they're something they're not. Isn't that the point of being an actor? To be something you're not?
Isn't
like
that
a superhero or
isn't that the definition of a great actor? A person who is able to impersonate someone completely different from themselves. That is the very definition of a great actor.
So, yeah.
Man.
It's called acting.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Revolutionary. This new concept.
We can't hate on everything and everyone all the time. And especially
But
not
some
the
people
animated
are.
is.
No,
Yeah,
Björn,
some people
I should get you an animated poster.
Sure. I'll hang it up in my living room.
No, at your workplace.
At my workplace.
Yeah.
Well,
I bequeath you of this animated.
It's just a poster
Well,
of one boob.
the thing with hanging posters up in my own house versus hanging things up at my workplace is that at my workplace I'm governed by work rules because I get paid by them. So,
Yeah, but I do not.
You do not. You're just hired by our company. You're a third-party contractor.
Well, they will stop hiring you, Junior, if you go and do that.
You're just hanging up nude posters everywhere you're going. Just
No.
Poster here, poster there. It's like running through the hallways, just hanging up poster like a fucking hooligan.
No, not nudes. Just lewds.
Just lewds.
So bikini babes, basically.
Yeah.
Now people who listen to this that know we watch anime think we are really sick people.
We are.
You weren't supposed to confirm it though. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Rip your posters.
So that's
no, not rip.
yeah,
rip
that's
them apart.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I did work at the workplace once where we were only men, and in our lunch area, we had 12 posters of calendar posters, like for each month, and on each calendar there was a different girl, and we had all of them up, and then we hired a girl, and we had to remove them all. That sucked.
Yeah. Couldn't you do what we were trying to do? It's like hang up a men's calendar for her.
Could probably have
equal,
done it,
but, what's it called? Equality? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was removed.
Okay.
But in the same instance, we gave our boss a really awesome Christmas gift that year. I bought this whip.
Whip.
Yeah, this 5'9" whip.
Okay.
And we swirled it up. Oops. And another dude bought this huge frame, and we framed the whip. And we have this glass breaker attached to the frame, and it said, "In case of lazy workers, break the glass."
All right.
Okay, I thought it was a wordplay on pussy whipped.
No. It was just so I could whip the lazy workers.
And he immediately used it.
Yeah. No, but he hung it on his office wall, though.
So he kept it.
He kept it.
Yeah.
And it
I
was
would
awesome.
imagine he did. Yeah. Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, anything else, or are we done?
No, not for me. I guess that's my rant about our
Have-
politically correct.
Have you seen what's happening in the world?
the world? Yeah,
what
there's a lot of things.
A lot of things. What are you referring to? What do you? Anything out of all of the things? What do you want to talk about?
The killings in Sudan.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, I don't got like too much to say about it because I don't know too much about it. But what's really piqued my interest because all the embassies are leaving, right?
Yeah, because there's basically
Because-
a civil war-ish.
Yeah.
Huh.
If you are an ambassad, diplomat,
An embassy. Yeah. Embassy
dip-
diplomat. Yeah.
how much would you get paid to be in Sudan and not like Japan? Right?
I don't think you, as a diplomat, can choose whichever country you
Yeah,
want to...
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, you can get some, I guess.
I guess
They're
you
not
get...
just sends.
Yeah, well, if
sending
no
you.
one wants to go to Sudan, like, someone has to go there, so you're hired for this express purpose, to go to the embassy in Sudan.
Yeah, I just guess it's more paid.
I don't know.
You know,
Do you think they get an increase in pay because
it's a risk
it's
land.
a
Yes.
riskier?
Yeah, you should
Yes.
get more paid if a country is unstable or there are a higher chance of violence or whatever.
Civil unrest.
Yeah.
Maybe. I never thought about it, but probably, I guess.
Yeah, I just. How much would you get paid for being there?
I don't know
how
what
much?
standard pay is even. I don't have anything to
I've
to
no
work out
no.
though. I could say I would go there for $1 million, and for all I know, they get $1 million already. What do I know?
Well, good point.
Without knowing the actual pay, I can't say what I would want to go to a certain country to work there as a diplomat.
Do you think you'd be a fine diplomat?
I think I would be an awesome diplomat.
Ooh,
You,
okay.
however, Junior, would not.
Okay.
With
I
your
guess-
villainous tendencies.
I guess I would be a fine diplomat, but I would never keep anything that I promised. So I would be a super politician.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, well,
you would make a fine politician, but that does that make you a fine diplomat in
not
an embassy?
necessarily.
Nah. I don't even know what they do.
But Junior for Prime Minister.
Okay, junior for prime minister. Yay.
You have 2 votes
I'm for-
already, Junior.
I'm full of lies. Vote me.
yeah. Sure.
It can't
What
be
would happen
worse.
if a politician actually said that in a campaign? We promise
yeah.
this, and that. Also, we lie a lot. You should vote on us. Because at least
I'm
they
the
would
devil
actually
you
be-
know.
Yeah. They would be honest about it. And as Clarkson would say, on that bombshell.
Yeah. Yeah, as
Yeah.
Clarkson would say.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I would like to thank all our listeners for sticking with us yet another week, another hour almost. If you like what we do, support us in the link below. And follow us on all our social medias. All the links are in the description below. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.